And here we are, another reset and de-stress session. Today, we will concentrate on gene key number 6. Gene key number 6 is the shadow of conflict, the gift of diplomacy, and the city of peace. Yeah, so here we are. My name is Carly from Exalted Grace. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe if you're not, get notifications for my new content coming out, like and share to anybody that might want to meditate, and check out the Gene Keys, especially if it's something in your profile. Gene Keys is a work of Richard Rudd. Check them out on genekeys.com. Lots of ways to interact, to learn more. Take a trip on your golden path and learn a little bit more about yourself and do some shadow work. Highly recommended. We'll also go over the traditional translation that's based off of this gene key and the I-Ching and how they're connected. So, if you are new to this practice, please push pause right now and check out the description. In the description, you will find the benefits and, more importantly, the contraindications to this practice. Make sure that you are all safe to do the breath retention portion of the meditation. If you do have any of those things listed in the contraindications, feel free to still do the measured breathing portion. Just stay away from the retentions and you'll still get a lot of really nice, beautiful benefits. All right, so now that we're back and ready to get into our breath, we're going to do a daily dose today, 2 rounds. And starting off with a nice little meditation, the quantum body work that I do from Geotran and the Circles of Life, helping us continue to stay in choice for a greater success. All right, so let's slide into this beautiful little jam while we do this from Anna Golden. And we're going to start off by, how about checking out our breath? Take a nice mindful minute to bring our breath down into our belly, our bottom hand, really feeling the relaxation in our stomachs. On our inhale and exhale, try to really relax deeply into your abdomen, bringing your intention down here, away from all of this up here. Letting our stomachs raise first, chest second, and exhale, chest first, stomach last. Really sinking into that beautiful embodiment of peace. So, taking our right hand, lower abdomen here, lower right abdomen, deep inhale and exhale. Hearing our inner and outer truth. Now taking that hand up to the crown. Deep breath in and out. Bringing our field into the present. Switching hands. Deep breath in and out. Bringing your hands in front of you. We're going to cone those fingertips and cross touch on our occiput, right where our skull meets our neck muscles. Deep breath in and out. Removing any irritation from our field. Breath in and out. Switch cross, bottom to top. In and out. Hands in front of you, we're going to cone our fingers. A light touch, that nice connection. Energetic systems on. Our beautiful energy bodies. Now cross-touching the fronts of our shoulders, crossing our arms a couple inches up from the elbow, connecting that beautiful point, balancing our polarity. In and out. Bottom hand to top. Deep breath in and out. Now taking those hands and reaching up to the shoulders, letting the hands hang heavy, releasing any anger from the field. And bottom hand to top. Deep breath in and out. Now, with your arms still crossed, coning the fingers again and touching into the hairline. Bringing clarity to our field. Deep breath in and out. And switch cross, bottom hand to top. And now bringing that cross touch down to the mid forehead area. Midway down between your hairline and your eyebrows. Breath in and out. Switch cross. Deep breath in and out. Switch cross, bottom hand to top. And bringing that cross touch down to the belly button. In and out. Releasing any deep rage, anger, frustration, fear from our field. In and out. Switch cross, bottom hand to top. Beautiful. Now taking that cross touch up to the crown. Deep breath in And switch across. Deep breath in and out. Removing any imprints of trauma from our field. In and out. And cross-touching the mid-chest. Deep breath in and out, a few inches down from the collarbone. Promoting self-love. Breath in and out. Switch across, bottom hand to top. In and out. Beautiful. Some of those points may have felt a little bit deeper for you, something a little bit more releasing. Feel free to go back to these points after the video is through and use them at will. So let's put that on pause, switch up to our good old track music, going with the dreaming view. Oh, and coming back into our breath. Feeling any beautiful feelings that have occurred over that little practice. Keeping our breath nice and deep. Deep diaphragmatic breaths where the stomach raises first and the chest rises last. Feeling into that deep relaxation. Throughout this practice, I like to only breathe in and out through the nose, but I do like to add in the Ujjayi breath type engagement in the throat, where it feels like you're breathing in from the lower throat. So it's nice and relaxing there. Try it with me. Kind of sounds like one of those deep, uncomfortable sigh feelings where you're just like, but it can be nice and relaxing also if you bring other intentions and emotions into it, like relaxation. It can be really warming to the chest, bronchioles. Each and every inhale and exhale, trying to relax deeper and deeper into your abdomen, into your stomach, into your body, releasing and de-armoring any tensions that arise, letting them know that it's time to relax, it's time to release anything that it's holding. Also beneficial to bring a little smile to your face, trick the body into releasing some happy hormones, release some of that tension in the face, in the eyes. Nice straight spine. Keeping the tongue engage with the upper palate, if possible, to complete the energetic circuit of the channels, the front and back channels. Feeling the energy rise up the body to the heart from the earth. And also descending down from the heavens through the mind into the heart. Letting us release anything that we may be conflicted about, those differentiating ideas, philosophies, needing to bring understanding to that area of conflict. And harmonizing into peace with the help of love. Sinking into the vibration of peace. Bring to mind a moment of peace that you can connect with from your own life. Something tangible that you've experienced that feels like peace. That moment in nature, staring out into the waves of the ocean and the beach. In, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 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 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 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 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in. Take a nice deep breath in, holding at the top, squeezing, nice deep exhale, holding at the bottom of the exhale, incrementally relaxing from head to toe. Pulling that awareness up to the third eye space, letting the body rest heavy. Hold as long as you can. And taking a nice deep breath in whenever you can't hold any longer. Squeezing the pelvic floor muscles, sending that energy spiraling up the spine. Up the spine, over the top of the head, and let it cascade gently down the front of the body, the yin body, down into the root again. Releasing that inhale, hold. Whenever you feel complete, sinking into your normal breath. Getting ready for our next round. In, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out. In and out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, and out, 2, 3, 4, in, and out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, and 4, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, a little faster, in, out, 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 in. Nice deep full breath in, holding at the top. Squeezing the pelvic floor muscles, squeeze those facial muscles close. You can add an audible ah, om, or any mantra that calls to you. On your exhale, holding at the bottom. Hold at the bottom of the breath. Incrementally relaxing from head to toe, letting the body sink deeply into your space, into the ground, letting your body feel heavy, turning your gaze inwards and upwards to the third eye space, and with your attention and intention, pull up and out from there, letting the body rest heavy. We're going to go a little bit longer for this retention. Try to hold as long as you can, and then when you can't hold any longer, take a quick breath in, fully expanding anything that is feeling tight in your abdomen, in your chest, your lungs, your ribs, and exhale back out, holding in that heavy, restful state. Nice deep inhale in whenever you feel all set and ready. Wait till that very last second. You can't hold any longer. Nice deep inhale, holding at the top, squeezing those pelvic floor muscles, letting that energy rise, spiraling up the spine, all the way up, over the top of the head and cascading down the front of the body, back down to the root. Feel that nice, gentle flow. The rise and the fall. Exhaling out to your normal breath whenever you feel it complete. You did it. Still letting your body rest here even deeper. Let your breaths become thin and shallow, thin as a thin silk thread, nice and easy, letting your body fully sink into the relaxation and engagement of its energy body, out from the mind, turning the gaze inwards and upwards again to the third eye space, pulling up and out, letting the body rest heavy. With the reminder that we are not the body, we are not the emotions, we are not our thoughts, we are our higher selves. We are beautiful, divine spirits of love, light, and power. One with God and one with all. Feeling that sense of peace and oneness here. Connected with everything that surrounds you. The cells of your body enmeshing with the entire universe. All of the elements at one. Feeling that enlivening feeling of being able to absorb the beautiful elemental energy from all around you, from the beautiful sunlight, from the oxygen in the air, all the nutrition that we intaked today, hydration being absorbed into our bodies on an energy level, feeling back into this beautiful energy body that we've created through this practice. This is your essential vibration, and you can come back to it anytime you would like. Can anchor this in. A little touch of hand, knuckle, finger, thought, a picture. Now that we've anchored that in, and remembering that we can come back to that at any time, bringing some awareness back to our hands and feet, wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes, coming back to our bodies nice and grounded. Feeling into our seat, into our sit bones. Give a nice stretch overhead. Nice yawn if it's in ya. Out to the side. Stretch into our necks. We should have maybe did that before we started. Let's give some nice neck circles. I know I need it. Nice and easy. Just within your soft range of motion. Not trying to reach max. It's not a contest. We're just trying to stretch our neck muscles and mobilize our cervical spine. Up and down, side to side. Oh, okay. Well, that was an interesting one. I hope you guys enjoyed the meditation today. That was my first time leading that track. I'm still a little unfamiliar with it. I think personally I like the longer, for the shorter 2-dose sessions, I think I like the 4-4 counts, longer breath cycles, longer breaths. That helps me rest into my relaxation a little bit more. I do like the, the shorter breath cycles, but for like a longer, like a 4-round session, so you get nice and relaxed, oxygenated, and then you can really like pump it up to like ecstatic levels in those 4th and 5th rounds. I do those in group sessions or personal sessions. If you'd like to hire me out for an hour of my time, I can also do that. Those offerings are on my website. Or if you have any questions, drop them in the comments, or check out my website, email, Instagram, Facebook. Get a hold of me however you'd like. If you have questions, I am all about it. But now, let's sink into, no. Oh, what is going on with my computer? Oh, thank you for your patience. Let's sink into a little bit of a quieter sound session. Turn the sound down a little bit more. All right, perfect. DJ software. And I'm gonna bring up I made a little screen presentation for you guys, a little slideshow. So let's see here if I can navigate that quickly. All right, perfect. Let's start the show. Here we go. All right, we're going to be talking about Gene Key number 6. The Shadow of Conflict, Gift of Diplomacy, and City of Peace. This is the 6th Gene Key, the 6th I-Ching. The plain translation for the hexagram is heaven over water. Within the codon ring of alchemy, amino acid, glycine, those are some of the, you don't have to get into that if you're a beginner, but if you're not a beginner, here is all of the lovely pieces that they map out for you. And this is on the Gene Key website under free resources in the living library. You can look up any Gene Key yourself. And everything that I'm showing on the slides is in there. But, okay, let's get into it. So, the Gene Key number 6, conflict. I feel like we all know what conflict is. Conflict, we definitely all know what the feeling of conflict is. Let's dive into that a little deeper. Let's go back here because I don't know how long I'm going to talk. And I just realized that it's probably not still sharing the sound with that. Let's do that again. Okay, this is what we're doing, I guess. So conflict, the feeling of conflict. What happens when we're in a conflict? We have differentiating opinions about something from someone else, expectations of how we think something should go versus the way somebody else thinks they should go. There's these two polar things that are happening between people, conversations, ideas, things. Think of magnets, pluses and minuses, they're like conflicting. There's an essence of, sorry, I don't know why my playlist isn't auto mixing like it generally does. The joys of figuring all this stuff out. Okay. Conflict. There's conflict right here. There's music I want to be playing and it's not performing correctly how it generally does. So you feel that kind of uncomfortable feeling of like, oh, what's going on? Oh, this isn't going smoothly. It's like not harmonious. But the act of understanding what's going on in those two places and trying to fix them as best as humanly possible would be considered diplomacy in these terms. And hopefully now we can sink into a place of peace within all of this process. That is the microcosm of the macrocosm of this Gene Key. And you can see it play out in lots of different ways and lots of different things. And that is something amazing that I love about the Gene Keys and doing this every week and contemplating these things, because it gives me pause to see the world in a new way again, without the same structure as I normally see it. And my Sagittarius brain loves that. I'm a Sagittarius moon. So anyways, this transformation, this alchemy that's being created, it does have an kind of feeling of chemistry, of, yeah, it feels very alchemical to go from deep conflict to peace. So let's take a little gander at some of the other slides that I put together of this beautiful content. So flipping over to the Ring of Alchemy. This gene key is one of the gene keys within the Ring of Alchemy. As you can see, let's just read it. It plays a pivotal role in the transformation of the human species. Each of these 4 gene keys will transmute your DNA so that there is no longer any interference in your physical body. You're coming into harmony. If there are conflicting things happening within your body, it has to write its way somehow, elementally, alchemically. There are processes going on inside you that do this as well. Yes, as it says in the job of this codon ring is to activate the process of karmic release that allows your highest subtle bodies to manifest directly through your physical body. By transforming our old ways and opening up to a fresh set of possibilities, these deep alchemical processes will gradually bring peace to the earth through the collective vibration. If enough people in the world can understand and embody the process of conflict to diplomacy to peace, that can have a worldwide change in the vibratory fields of the earth. No matter what kind of no matter what kind of frequencies, the high frequency cell towers and everything else that electronics are throwing out, we ourselves are very powerful beacons of energy. So here is the representation of the I-Ching. That's what it looks like. There's 3 solid lines at the top. The 4th line is broken, 5th solid, 6th line is broken. Sun shining on the roaring river. The right timing of creative energy to communicate with love. Peace is the beauty of devotion. Diplomacy is fresh commitment. And conflict is the entropy of half-heartedness. It's not being in it, not wanting to understand someone else for sake of conflict. Really has to do with fear. There's a fear within conflict, and interestingly enough, I had a little conflict happen in my own life with a person, as passive aggressive as it was. Passive aggression is still conflicting. And I could see that there was within the roots of this conflict it was a fear. There was a fear, there was a distrust, there was a feeling of lack of safety. And whenever we have that, we guard ourselves, we guard our hearts. We don't want to understand another person's point of view or empathize with them whenever we're guarding ourselves in our heart. and our root from being hurt, trying to keep ourselves secure and safe within our own energy bodies. And that's fine. It's okay. We all have those things that happen to us that make us that way. The important thing is to notice it and to ask ourselves why. Why are we guarding our hearts? Why do I feel unsafe right now? My life is not being threatened. My survival is not being threatened. My vitality is not being threatened. Why am I afraid? Why am I afraid? Which is causing this conflict that's keeping me from being in understanding with this alternating point of view or person, this idea, this philosophy. Yeah. Oh, sidebar. Let's read a translation from, excuse me, I'm very airy. Excuse me, it's my digestion. Especially, well, even whenever I drink water, I need to calm, be very mindful of these things. Anyways, the sixth chapter in the Tao Te Ching. This is the translation in the public domain by J.H. MacDonald. The spirit of emptiness is immortal. It is called the Great Mother. It is called the Great Mother because it gives birth to heaven and earth. It is like vapor, barely seen but always present. Use it effortlessly. I'm going to be completely honest. I was having a lot of trouble connecting this translation of the I-Ching to this Gene Key. So I can see how peace, that feeling of aliveness and vitality that comprises the vibration of peace, is like vapor and available to us whenever we want to bring it in and focus on it, that it can be of effortless usage. But some of the other gene keys really were a little bit more complete for me, feeling into the wordage, the verbiage of the picture they're painting in the verse from the I Ching. So I'll leave that with you, and we'll move on. This sign, the sixth gene key, is also related to the zodiac sign of Virgo. If you want to look into how they pick out all these placements, there's lots of information also in the Living Library in this very section. I do see how Virgo can be associated with these feelings. This vibration is very earthy. At the same time, it is mutable. So any kind of mutable sign has an easiness about it, an ease and a flow, even though Earth is very stable and hardy. Virgo is like the most flowy and changeable of the earth elements in the zodiac. I'm also a Virgo rising, so I definitely can see where this has been a part of my embodiment into Virgo. I like to have things in order, but with that order comes expectations, and with those expectations can cause friction and conflict. So I've had to find a lot of diplomacy in my life and with people also, and it's also a part of my Myers-Briggs personality type. The INFJ is the diplomat, is the advocate, is a word that they use to describe the embodiment of that personality type. And I really do love to find harmony within situations, within things, within conversation, just how to see how someone is seeing things and put my ideas into verbiage that they can understand and take in without being defensive from where they're coming from, so that we can have this peace within us, the that diplomacy. And programming partner to peace is the 36th gene key of compassion. Programming partners, if you have a 6 in your incarnation cross, your life's purpose, life's work, radiance, and oh, there's another one they use specifically in gene key terminology. But if this is in your incarnation cross, you'll also have the programming partners, gene key 36, compassion, humanity, and turbulence. And into this is the actual placement of the 6th gene key, the 6th gate, the 6th gate within your human design chart, within the solar plexus, heading off that little tip right there into the sacral, which I also thought was really interesting. Solar plexus has really very much to do with like your force of personal power, your like I will, I do, your ego, how you define yourself. And if you cannot have a healthy connection or understanding of your ego, you can't really, it's very hard for you to concede to someone else's opinion on what they think is right or real, or if it has to do with, the way to do a project. I mean, everybody sees things differently. It's not a competition. It's really not. It reminds me of that meme. I don't know if it's an actual Keanu Reeves quote where he's like, I've come to the point in my life where if someone tells me 2 + 2 = 5, I say, you're right. Okay. Like, it doesn't really matter. Choose your battles. And that is something that someone with a very, what do you call it? Very like strong connection to their ideas and self and their ego, they have a hard time letting go and accepting other people's ways of doing things or thinking. stream of relationship. Imagine that. Um, this leads to the channel of fruitfulness. That's a whole different thing in human design. If you're unaware, don't be confused. Keep it light. Take what you can from this, and let's move on. This is a really interesting aspect that I found through the Gene Keys that they is more a recent offering, but the Dream Arc Totem Codex is something that you might want to use if you're working on this gene key within your own personal profile, to do a meditation. And within the shamanic way of journeying, you can do underworld journeys, which would be your shadow aspects. You could do an underworld journey to embody the squid, embody or find the squid and see what this animal totem has to tell you about what how this is playing out in your subconscious, because that's what journeying and guided meditation really does, is helps you access your subconscious so that you can receive whatever kind of guidance that your mind will accept from your subconscious, which is like your underlying computer programming. So you can use these dream arc totems to access the conflict, would be squid, diplomacy would be hedgehog, and the city of peace would be the dove. And selenite, you can use that. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be within a shamanic way or meditation. I mean, you could definitely go and do a guided meditation to the spirit of selenite if you want to, or you can just sit with it in meditation, contemplation, in a Zen kind of way, Zen focused kind of way, and feel into the vibration of selenite. I know lots of stuff. I know it can be confusing. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Let's stop the share. And I'm no longer sharing music, I don't think. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that a little bit more flawlessly, seamlessly. Another conflict that I will have to find a resolution for. But thank you for sticking with me. I am trying to do this for all 64 of the Gene Keys as a personal passion project. And I thought it would be helpful for other people on the Gene Keys journey. So if you enjoyed today, whenever you're listening to this, I do have the rest of the Gene Keys, well, previous to this, on my YouTube and available for listening. If you would like to be so kind as to give any sort of financial energetic exchange, if you feel so called to, you can find me on Venmo or on PayPal or on Cash App. And through, I think those links are also through my website. You can sign up on my website for a little monthly donation, auto drawn, if you want to donate that way instead. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Been a blast. I need to go take these headphones off and go live some more life outside. Get something to eat. Treat yourself nice. It's been fun. I would love to stay longer, but I don't know what to talk about. So I'll be back next week. All right. Okay, bye.